Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I'm bringing you another short session. First of all, I'd like to let you guys know that uh, I've been really been sabotaged today. In my last video, half of my video was actually deleted, had a DDoS attack, flooded, so I couldn't finish my video. But it's okay, ladies and gentlemen. This is the sacrifice you have to make, and the things you have to go through when you are facing people who are insecure, people who are afraid of the truth, people who don't want to be exposed. But we shall soldier on no matter what, no matter how much they try to sabotage, uh, destroy this channel. I know they are really working hard. They're so I admire their resilience. Literally, there's somebody 24 hours taking shifts to make sure that any video that I post has to be. They have to like try to stop it. But we shall soldier on, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a short one. The political circus ahead of Kenya's elections in 2027. As I alluded to in my previous video, I told you the role that Gachagua is playing, how it came about, the kind of circus they're planning on unraveling in the coming few weeks now that Gachagua is back in Kenya. Like I told you, don't be surprised tomorrow or next week or this weekend in somebody's wedding or somebody's funeral, most likely funeral, because our politicians like funerals somehow to spew their political nonsense. So be on the lookout on their local funeral to hear what their cries. Okay, but anyway, you can see that there's various things happening right now. Yesterday, it was the parliamentarians try to play this fake beef with the executive. Ruto came out and spoke about uh, parliamentarians that received money to, a bribe basically to pass laws, and then it was followed by shameless politicians who came by, especially one in particular from Ugonja who said, we passed these laws for you, Ruto. We did this for you. So for you to call us, corrupt, that's an abomination. And I was sitting there thinking, just like millions of Kenyans were sitting there thinking, really, you guys were actually passing these laws to on behalf of Ruto, like to appease Ruto, instead of passing laws according to what your constituencies want. Did you even have public participation? I mean, this is a glimpse, not even a glimpse. It shows you the degree in which these members of parliament and senate are out of touch. They're basically there to serve the executive. Let me not even say the executive, because the executive is Ruto. Government is Ruto. Ruto is controlling everything called with a GOV on it, okay? The government, Kenyan government, is basically William Samoei Ruto. With consultation, I don't even think Raila Odinga has a say in it, because Raila Odinga and his cohorts are basically have been co-opted into this Ruto dictatorship, okay? So what I'm saying is this. This is a grand script, grand plan that is designed to confuse the masses. Listen to me carefully. These politicians, these members of parliament, they want to pretend that now they're mad, disgusted by Ruto's uh, uh, pronouncement. They want to act like this is a huge uh, uh, betrayal by Ruto, by Ruto exposing them. Okay, because the game plan is those who know that they're facing the chopping block in 2027. Now I'm talking to those who still believe that they're going to make any changes in 2027 going to the elections. The Kimani Chungwas, the Aaron Chariots, especially MPs that come from Mulema, even Ledama, like everyone is all of a sudden behaving, acting as if they are against Ruto, because the fashionable thing to do now is to jump into the bandwagon of one term, especially if you're from the Mount Kenya region, okay? That's the fashionable thing to do. So you'll see the Kimani Chungwa, I mean, you see Moses Kuria. He wants to be in some kind of in government in 2027. That's why he resigned early and joined the whole one-term nonsense, okay? Because he knows he's thinking ahead past post 2027. He wants to come back to government as an MP, senator, or governor, whatever the case he's going to run to, whatever position he's going to run for. That's the plan. So the plan is try to disassociate yourself with Ruto from now, so you can, leading up to election, you can say, you know what, I realized that Ruto was not this person that he was. He fooled me, and now I'm against him. The sort of nonsense that Gachagua is basically trying to convince Kenyans. Oh, mlisikia, mliona vile nilikuwa ninadanganywa, nilikuwa nazungumza hivi, mlisikia. Basically, Gachagua's whole shtick is this: I trusted Ruto. I thought he was a truthful man. I thought he was sincere. Then I realized he was this big liar. He was a tribalist. He's a thief. He's a corrupt man. All that nonsense. Sorry, Mr. Gachagua and the rest of you. We already knew Ruto was corrupt ever since those days when he was an MP of Eldoret. I mean, if the ICC cases wasn't something to go by, then I don't know, because we already knew this guy was corrupt. So do not preach to the choir. Don't pretend that all of a sudden you just kind of had a Damascus moment and now you realize that overnight that Ruto is corrupt. No. We are not buying that stuff. But again, these are the kind of political circus theater that we are going to be subjected to. The parliamentarians, in fact, I won't be surprised if there's a fake motion of impeachment that will be brought about, because you heard what Kimani Ichung'wah, the way Kimani Ichung'wah was talking. He was like, oh, we don't have to depend on Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. I mean, it was just a bunch of nonsense, okay? So the whole thing is designed to do what? To build momentum, to create a strong opposition, okay? But the deal is, listen up, the deal is, it's basically to make it a two-faction, two-horse race, okay? Now, in the next few weeks, this is what is going to happen. We shall have violent political rally, and there'll be confrontation between the police and the Gachagua folks, the opposition, goons trying to fight the Gachagua supporters, tear gas, and everything else that happens, okay? Also, Gachagua will probably be showing up in a court or in the Senate or DCI, because Murkomen will, the government will kind of claim that Gachagua has to show up in the nearest police station, whatever, to report and substantiate what he was saying when he was in the US, when he was talking about the RSF and all that stuff, okay? That is part of what they're going to do. So there'll be a spectacle, Gachagua shall be pictured, okay, videoed, okay? The cameras will be on him. All eyes on me. This is Tupac coming out of Rikers Island jail, out on bail, okay? He's all eyes on him, okay? That's what they're kind of painting of Gachagua, okay? And his house, probably, his residence, whether it's in Karen, I don't know where he resides, I don't know if he's in Wanmunyoro, like, Karen or whatever the case is, it will be raided by the police, and you will see police surrounding it with tear gas and all this nonsense, okay? His busybodies surrounding him. All of a sudden, you see the Wamalwas and Kalonzos. They'll be very busy going to the courts, trying to pretend to care about the Wamunyoro supporters, the DCP supporters. You will hear about their secretary, Malala being arrested, detained, the secretary, whatever the case is. They'll be, because these guys are like, these are the let me tell you something. These are the Boniface Mwangi kind of guys, these DCP folks, okay? When I say that, what do I mean? Boniface Mwangi, he has a deal with these police officers where he will fake an arrest, okay, to make news, okay? That way, the regime looks a certain way, okay? Now, That's the same thing they're going to do. Remember, a day before, after it was announced that Gachagua was coming on Thursday, the day actually when Gachagua announced that he's coming on the 21st of August, all of a sudden, two of his, I don't know, DCP members, high-ranking members, were detained, so-called detained, for, I don't know, 24 hours. Then they were released. What was the whole point of detainment? It was to bring attention to the DCP party. These guys, they want attention through making news. Remember that MP that faked abduction? These are the kind of games that they're going to play. They're going to actually try to make news by these choreographed events. So number one, like I told you, at some point the police will go to Gachagua's residence and tear gas it, do all that stuff, and it will be recorded. Gachagua probably will not be there, but it will make news. Gachagua shall complain about how they went to his house and blah 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 blah. Secondly, Gachagua will have a rally at some point, whether it's in Wamunyoro, in his central province, somewhere he will have a rally, of course. The rally will be interrupted by thugs, goons, tear gas police. Then it will make news. Then Gachagua shall appear before DCP, DCI, whatever the case is, because he will be told to go substantiate his claims of Ruto having been involved with the RSF. Because remember, this is working in conjunction with what's happening in the parliament. Remember, these parliamentarians, now that they're pretending to be pissed off at Ruto, they shall be pretending now to be doing their jobs, because you heard them say yesterday, oh, we are the Senate, we are the legislative body, we are the one who are responsible for oversight of executive. So we can actually impeach this president. We can actually take a look at what's happening. So what they'll do is they will play this bull crap by, one committee will summon Gachagua to come spill the beans, okay, to expose Ruto's criminal activities with RSF or whatever the case is, okay? That's part of the script. And Gachagua will probably go to the legislative body in front of a committee, and it will be a whole spectacle with the news. That's all. That's the whole point. The news will be surrounding. The news will be all about the circus surrounding parliamentarians that are now leaning towards DCP or pretending to be anti-Ruto, okay? Because of Ruto's so-called, harsh words towards them, condemning them as being corrupt, okay? But in real sense, there's no one who will face the law, okay? Then you will see, these politicians, again, like I say, Ruto will so-called forward names of the so-called corrupt politicians, and the names shall make the news. It will be a whole brouhaha. They shall come before the Senate, question, like remember when they were questioning Wanyiv Ndeti, whatever Ndeti, Wanyiv Ndeti, and other governors about their new governor of Busia. Remember that when Ojwang and Sifuna was questioning them about their spending and the AG report audit, that some money was lost. It was a whole spectacle that didn't amount to anything. After that, they went and sat back and enjoyed their money, sat on their fat asses, and enjoyed the millions that they've been looting from the counties, like usual. So nothing will be happening. Like I said, from this point on, now that Gachagua is back, it will be circus being suckers leading up to 2027, and they shall ramp up stuff. Raila will do his part by, making his rounds. He'll also be meeting Ninio. Sifuna will probably, eventually, leading up to like 2027, he'll probably jump ship from ODM. So, ladies and gentlemen, just be prepared. These guys are about to be treated to the first class political circus that you've never seen before. Like, it will get entertaining, okay? But in real sense, this is part of the political class just diverting attention from what's really going on, keeping you at bay, keeping your mind away from this idea that you can actually come together and activate Article 1 and exercise your power directly and firing these guys before 2027, taking them out of power. But they know that that idea still lingers. And my voice along with others, thousands of others who have different, uh, are in different platforms, okay? They're drumming the beats of revolution, and they want to make sure that they quell that noise as much as possible. That's why this channel is one of those that they're really, really attacking, and they're doing everything for as far as my, you know, my voice to be heard out there. So to others of a similar thought pattern, please do not stop. It's about revolution. Anything less than a revolution is an empty talk. Okay. But anyway, guys, I just want to tell you that you are in for a treat. Grab your popcorns, guys. The news will be, I mean, hey, if you're a content creator, that will be good for you, because this drama actually makes people talk. But unfortunately, there'll be no substantive discussions as far as how we can reform our country. It will be all about, oh, so and so is corrupt, oh, the president is this, oh, so and so is this, so and so Munyoro will say this. There's nothing important. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a short video about that. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and do all the good stuff. I'll come back later and talk to you more about what's happening in Kenyan politics. Peace and blessings.